Find even more drawing tips inside the pages of the Phoenix comic, along with great stories and more. As always, it's best to start with the building block method to sketch out the basic shape of your character first. We've covered a lot of this in the body tutorial. The building blocks are exactly the same, just positioned differently. I always start with the face and work my way down the body to the feet. Let's give our superhero some positivity. Just because she fights bad guys doesn't mean she has to be angry all the time. If we draw our superhero as if we're a little bit below her and looking up, it will immediately make her look powerful. She needs to have a strong, imposing physique and stance. Generally, I'll start by adding a strong outline to the figure, and then begin to add the details afterwards. All superheroes need a cool emblem. I'm imagining this superhero is called Phoenix Woman, so I've given her a bird emblem that connects to her cape. Next, I add some definition to her muscles. Again, we've covered both the arms and the legs in more detail already. Take that knowledge and apply it here, and then add in some contours on our outfit to suggest form. We'll add a long flowing cape to immediately give our superhero some gravitas. Finally, don't forget about your hero's secret identity. Now let's work on some action poses. We start with the basic building blocks and use them to pose our figure. The more time you take on getting this stage right, the easier your final drawing will be. Exaggerate your pose to give your figure weight. This time we're going to make our hero look angry. She's lifting a huge slab of concrete over her head and it needs to look heavy. For the rest of the drawing, we follow the same process as before. Face, outline of the body, muscle definition, and then costume details. Here, adding a long flowing cape hints at movement. When we're drawing a huge slab of concrete, it's a good idea to use a slightly shakier line and to add additional lines and marks to give it some texture. Adding a few pieces of falling debris is another way to add movement to your drawing. Finally, we can't draw a superhero without covering the classic flying pose. Again, get your building blocks in place. One arm outstretched and the legs slightly bent so the figure doesn't look too rigid. If you need any help with the face, why not refer back to the face from the front tutorial. Make sure you draw the hair flowing in the wind. It's a great way of adding movement. Give the hair lots of body, it all adds to the drama. Follow the same process as with the first two drawings. Face, outline of the body, muscle definition, and then costume details. Now let's add some final lines to the rest of the body. And don't forget the most important detail of them all, the cape, which when billowing in the wind can really make it look like she's flying. You can also find even more drawing tips inside the pages of the Phoenix comic, delivered straight to your door every week, along with great stories and more.